Where are you holding your money? That's the question. Are you holding it in a sock drawer? Is it in a safe? Is it in a shoebox at the top of the closet? It could be in your purse, could be crumpled up in your pocket. I can tell you what I did with my money over the last 15 years that earned me about 6 figures. It was a slow and steady growth, but it ultimately got me to 6 figures. Thank you for checking out my channel. My name is O'Neal. This channel is called Building Bronze, and on this channel we focus in on mental, physical, and financial wellness. I lean in on talking to and discussing some topics with people that look like me, or people that started in third place. That's the whole point of calling the channel Building Bronze, because a lot of us started in third place. We didn't have the financial literacy to know what to do with our money, or know how to create a budget, or just know what was going in and coming out to keep us out of debt, right? Me personally, I struggled. But 15 years ago, I acquired the unlock. My unlock was not simple. It was difficult because it forced me to take a plunge. It forced me to jump into the deep end. I wasn't ready to jump into the deep end. I've always had 401k at my job, but I never had an IRA account or a Roth IRA account. So I decided 15 years ago, I'm going to take a plunge. I'm going to get a Roth IRA account. I was keeping my money in the safe. I was keeping a little bit of money in my bank account, but I just saw my money going out and coming in, going out and coming in. It really wasn't doing much for me. In the bank, it might have been getting 0.5% or 1% interest rate gain monthly, but that was about it. So I talked to some coworkers. Come to find out, man, a lot of people don't know about money. And if you're my color, you really don't know about money. And I'm not saying that as a blanket statement. I'm saying that as 88%. Matter of fact, it's not even 88. It's 89% of African Americans don't have an IRA or an investment account. And then our brothers, the Latino community, it's 88%. So that tells you something. That tells you that, one, we don't know much about it to begin with, or two, we're just afraid to invest. For me, I had to change that trajectory. I had to adjust that by taking a plunge. But ultimately, I gained a little bit of literacy before doing that. I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it kind of helped me make that decision. So probably about 15 years ago, I decided to start depositing $100 bi-weekly from each of my checks. That was really going against kind of what I've always done. You know, I've always just put it in a safe or put it in a bank, but I said, let me try something different. Like, this is working for the 1%ers. Maybe it can work for me. So to the tune of about $2,400 a year, I was depositing money into an IRA account. Now, when you're depositing money week over week, month over month, it's called dollar cost averaging. That means you don't change how much goes in. You might increase, but you don't decrease, or you try not to decrease. Things can happen in life, so decreases do happen, but you don't really look at the stock. You're more or less looking at the consistent investment. So I wanted to invest, but I didn't know how to approach it. So I chose a different way. I didn't want to go into individual stocks, because that's a dangerous game, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So I took a broader market index that covered the S&P 500. And that just gave me a large group of companies, right, that I was investing my money in. That way, if one company dipped out, that index fund made the adjustment and slipped another company in that was making a higher percentage. So that allowed someone else to do the work for me. I didn't necessarily have to do the work. But over the course of time, just dollar cost averaging into this index fund, it made me 6 figures. And I didn't think it was possible. But I can tell you what I've learned is that if you're going to invest, one, you have to remove emotion from it. And that's one of the most difficult things to do. And that's why the stock market goes up, down, up, down, up, down, because so many people are emotionally investing. And that's what the 1% believe in. They say, hey, we're going to go in, we're going to load our money up in there. they're going, them down at the bottom, they're going to throw some money into Bitcoin, throw some money into this, throw some money into that. They see a dip, they're going to pull it out, put it somewhere else, and they're banking on that because ultimately they're going to buy that on the low and they're going to sell on a high. We're selling on the low, right? And they're waiting on that sale so they can purchase it. So for me to remove that emotion, I just automated it to where you taking it out every month, no matter what. So that helped me improve my level of discipline that I didn't have before. Yes, I would check the market every once in a while, but it wasn't something that moved me. I was doing my 9 to 5. I was handling business. I wasn't really worried about it. But every year when I looked up, there was pretty much gains. And there were some years where it was down, some years where it was up. But overall, it was gains because I was making more money in the stock market from the compounding effect than I was putting into the stock market. So that just made me extremely happy at the time. And I felt a level of comfort. Now, me, I'm just a cornball on YouTube, talking about my experience with the stock market and how it helped me gain 6 figures. But for you, it's all about doing research. Some of that research for me was reading a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That research for you could be looking at some things on YouTube. But these people on YouTube, you have to know that they can give you guidance, but the true guidance comes from you doing your research because no one feels comfortable investing if they don't have the knowledge to invest. And if you have the knowledge to invest, you're going to commit to doing it, right? And with 88 to 89% of Latino and Black families not being investors, that's a huge eye-opener to us. That, like, we're behind the 8 ball. We're behind everyone else when it comes to investing or committing our money to an investment. So you have to think about, what are you committing $30 a month to? What are you committing $50 a month to? What are you committing $100 a month to? $200 a month to? Is it to fast food? Is it to going out to eat? Is it to an extra gift for your daughter's birthday party that, she's already got 50 gifts? Where are you putting your money? And is that the best investment for you? And what is your return on that investment when you put it in? That's the key. Thinking about your return on your money. How can you make Benjamin Franklin work for you? He's working for me. So hopefully he'll learn to work for you. Thanks for checking out my channel, Building Bronze. Like I said, my name is O'Neal. Please comment, subscribe if you like the content. But I really appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. Thank you.